funny jerks. Come talk to Dan about your work. Tell him all about your worst times. It's the art of bombing.
I'm sure there's many people that get on stage and in music and they go, they're not like their voice isn't right that day or they're not playing the best or whatever. But I have been blessed in that God has always allowed me to be able to when it's time for me to perform, I'm ready to go. Even if because I always tell people, they say, well, are you nervous when you get on stage? And I'm never nervous on stage. It's the weeks leading up to it where when I book a show, then it's the show comes up about 2 weeks out and I get a scratchy voice or I get some nasal congestion or something like that. And I'm like, oh no, is this going to be gone before I do the show? I can't sing with my nose completely stopped up. And so things like that. One time, now this is one time I had to cancel a show one time, and it was actually a private gig. And this guy was who's a very good friend of mine now, and he flies us to Florida every year. But this was the first time, and he was a big fan. And he said, "I want to fly you to Florida." And this was a very well-paying gig. And I want to fly you to my vacation house in Florida, and y'all play for us at this in my backyard. And I said, okay. I said, we're there. We booked everything. He had paid the deposit. And I only have one good ear. I should say that first. This ear here, when I was 5 years old, I had a cholesteatoma, and I lost almost all my hearing in this ear.
Oh,
so
wow.
Like it ate up the bones, all the bones in there in the eardrum. So anyway, so I only have one ear that I can hear out of. So then I got sick. About 3 weeks, maybe a month out, I got sick, and I was coughing a lot back then. This was years ago, not COVID. I was coughing a lot years ago.
I know.
And you got to be careful what you say nowadays.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, and he's doing a podcast while he's got COVID. He's not wearing a mask. He's not wearing a mask either. Don't lie. I did this speech one time. I did a speech for this club. I did a speech, and we're on the Zoom. It's an online speech. We're on a Zoom. This is true. It's so hard to believe this is true. We're on a Zoom call, and I'm giving a speech to these people. They like to have people come in and talk to them, and I'm giving the speech. I don't even give speeches, but my buddy said, "Would you give one?" I said, "Sure." I don't know if it'll be interesting or not, but I'll do it. And so I said, I was doing this, and as I'm doing, you can see all the different TV screens or whatever you call them, the Zoom screens, and this one old man is sitting there with a mask on, and I go, man, Jim ain't catching corona even through the computer screen. That man's legit. He ain't gonna do it. And I was like, man, you're at your house, bro. My breath is not coming through here. It's not gonna touch you, my man. Like, anyway.
No, that's funny. I've actually seen that on some Zoom stuff that I've done. I've seen some people wearing masks, and I'm just like, same reaction as you. I'm just like, what?
I don't get it. I wanted to work. It's a computer. Like, it makes me wonder. It makes me wonder if they're actually doing that when the computer's off, or are they just doing that while it's on? I mean, because this was an older guy. I don't know I just don't know if he thought that he better put that mask on. I don't know. But anyway, I was coughing a lot back then. Again, not COVID. Back then I was coughing a lot, and my only good ear, it ruptured my eardrum.
Oh, no.
I couldn't hear anything at all, period. I was deaf. And well, I mean, I say it all. I could hear, but it was like, that's what it sounded
muffled.
like. Wow. And so I was like, man, I don't know. I hope this goes away. I was praying. I was like, Lord, take this away before the show comes, because I got to get, and then I had to fly. So, flying with your ears is bad. So then you're sitting there thinking about a million things. You think about, well, it's already stopped up. I fly. What is it going to bust my eardrum wide open, and I won't be able to hear it all? So and eventually I waited till about 2 weeks out, and I told him, I said, man, I can't hear a thing. I can't sing. I can't hear. I said, I hate it. I'm so sorry. But he was very kind. He was very upset, meaning hurt. He was emotionally upset that I wasn't going to get to be there. And he said, "Don't worry about it. We'll have you out." So then he did have us out. So that worked out good. It actually was for the best in the end because um, it made us a little bit closer. You know what I mean? As not just a fan and a singer, we're actually very close friends now. I would say
Mhm.
he sends me Christmas cards. I don't
Oh,
do
that's
Christmas
wonderful.
cards, but he sends them to me, and they're very nice, very very nice Christmas cards.